Hey there, Safi Russell here, founder and CEO of SDR Consulting Inc. Today, I want to talk to you quickly about how to pay taxes as a business owner. And so, paying taxes as a business owner depends on your business structure. There's a legal structure, and there's your tax structure as well. So, let's talk about from the simplest form sole proprietorship. If you're in business for yourself under your personal name, or you just have a DBA or assumed name without any entity established, that's a sole proprietor or someone who's self-employed. I'm also going to talk about an LLC who is a single member, meaning you're the only owner of the LLC and you have not made any tax elections. Okay. Both of those styles of business are considered sole proprietors and file a Schedule C. If you're an individual, you're filing a Schedule C as a part of your personal tax return. So what the Schedule C does is it summarizes your income and your expenses from your business, and it determines if there's a profit or a loss. If there is a profit, self-employment taxes are paid based on that profit number and income taxes. So if you're in a state that has state taxes, you'll have your federal tax, your federal income tax. You will have your self-employment tax, which is your contribution to Social Security and Medicare, and you will have your state income taxes. Okay. And so all of your business activity flows to that personal return and everything's filed together, and the taxes are all tallied up and paid under your personal name. So even if you have an LLC, you're the only member. Your LLC doesn't have a separate filing unless it's a corporation of some type, and it doesn't pay taxes separately for the most part. Sometimes there's some small filing fees with the state, but outside of that, when it comes to income taxes, it's paid along with your personal taxes. So when you're making quarterly estimated tax payments, make sure you're making them under your personal name because that is where the tax is going to show up. Okay, let's talk briefly about partnerships. And so partnerships are also pass-through entities. You can have a partnership by having multiple member LLCs or a general partnership or an LP. And so partnership files its own tax return, but it doesn't pay income taxes. So a Schedule K1 is issued from the partnership to the owners, and that Schedule K1 goes into your personal tax filing. And then self-employment taxes, if applicable, are applied to that profit. If there's a profit from the partnership, your share of it, combined with your income taxes, federal and state. So same idea, it flows through back to your personal return. That's where the taxes are paid. If you have an LLC that made an S election, or if you're a corporation that made an S election, an S corp is also a flow through or pass through entity. So it generally doesn't pay its own income tax. Sometimes there's some state franchise taxes or minimum taxes, but outside of that, whatever profit or loss occurs in that S corp flows to your personal return through a Schedule K1 as well. And if there is a profit, there's no self-employment tax on S corps. And so you'll have a W-2 from your S corp, right? Because you should be an employee. Then you'll have the K1, and all that income flows to your personal return, and taxes are paid at the personal level. All right. And then lastly, if you have a C corporation, this is where the entity itself, the C Corp, the company, pays its own taxes. So there's no flow through back to your personal return in terms of the profit or loss, right? So if there's a loss in the company, you don't get to benefit personally. It stays at the corporate level and can be used for future income. If there's a profit, the corporation pays a flat tax at the federal level and state if applicable, okay? So C Corp is truly the main entity type that has its own separate tax payment and tax rate. With a C Corp, you should be on payroll, and so you will have a W-2. And if you did pull money out, you may have a dividend, which can create double taxation. Okay, so I know that was quick. I wanted to give you a quick overview of how you pay taxes as a business owner. You want to make sure you first understand what your business structure is, because you want to make sure you're paying taxes appropriate. All right, if I can be of assistance to you in this area, feel free to comment next steps. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.